Hello and welcome back to ZoidRush. I know it's been a while, guys, but we're going to get right back into things. Just before I talk about the topic today, which will be about YouTube, every time I made a video or if I was thinking about making a video, I had a really good idea, and then all of a sudden it pops up like three or four more times from different YouTubers. So I was just like, just gonna leave it alone because a lot of popular YouTubers or similar YouTubers have done this video, but YouTube one is important, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm jumping on the bandwagon with the rest of the YouTubers here and saying that YouTube needs help. Now, as I've watched a bunch of videos, I've watched a lot of videos, Grade Under A, and I Hate Everything, and every other YouTuber that's made a video directed or, calling out to action for YouTube, where the fair use is, all this jazz. I feel that all these videos have not really given you a solution besides Grade A Under A, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more. But let's go back. So if you guys don't know what's going on, YouTube's having a slew of problems, in my opinion. And before we really go into that, I wanted to say that a few things. One, Google really doesn't know what to do with YouTube most of the time. I think even the CEO of YouTube, even when she was remaking and trying to create new ideas and innovate ideas for YouTube, they really don't know what to do with YouTube. And why do I say that? Is because YouTube is a platform that just kind of works on its own. It's just an independent platform. And there's three main things you really got to take from this. One, uh, it doesn't make money, so I don't know where people get this idea where YouTube makes a lot of money. I don't think it makes any money for them, and if it does, it's probably a small amount of money from YouTube. YouTubers themselves benefit from YouTube, and it's pretty much just a server for tons and tons of videos here on YouTube. So the fact that people think that YouTube's like making tons of money for Google, that's not the case at all. Two, everything's automated. There's no competition for Google. Google really has no competition when it comes to other websites competing with them, so they really don't have to put too much focus on updating and keeping things up to date, as you can say. And three is kind of the thing I already covered. Google really doesn't know what to do with YouTube sometimes, and I feel that it just leaves out the contact between its creators and the actual company of YouTube. Just really doesn't know what it's doing. When you see their updates or where the rules and regulations go, it's just like, is this really for the small community? Is this for really the big community? You really don't know what's going on. So, moving forward, YouTube, as of right now, has a community guidelines. These are your rules and regulations for YouTube. You don't want to break these 7 community guidelines. It's pretty much self-explanatory. No porn, no violence, all this jazz that YouTubers that break the rules get all these views, and somehow their videos are okay. And people that haven't been breaking the rules and kind of been following the rules to a T and putting a lot of effort and time into their videos end up getting community strikes against them. And just a little bit about strikes. If you don't know what a strike is, a strike on your channel can really be hurtful and really kind of just destroy a YouTube career, in my opinion. You get up to 3 strikes. Each strike, it gets worse and worse. But the first strike really hits you in the ads, if you want to call it that, or anything else you want to call it. A community strike can take away a lot of things. One, it could take away your time you can post for a video. So a lot of YouTubers have lost the time of making longer than 15-minute videos on YouTube. Two, it takes away your monetization, which is the biggest thing here for a lot of YouTubers. If this is your career, you're losing your money, so you're not making any money from YouTube. So what's the point of making a video in the first place? And just all kinds of other stuff. And eventually, if you get 3 strikes on your YouTube video, you actually get a ban or your channel is deleted pretty much. So it could really be detrimental to a YouTuber. Now, as I mentioned before, YouTube has a slew of problems, and what are these slew of problems? Well, the slew of problems are as follows. One, YouTube has an automatic system that goes around searching for videos that kind of break the community guidelines. As we talked about before, you can look up the community guidelines more in depth if you want to. And it's just an automatic system that goes around flagging videos, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. It just needs to be a little tweaked, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But the biggest thing is it's finding videos that are old, very old and very outdated. I mean, 2 years ago, Eli the computer guy is the best example I can use for this. He had just showing you a fun way on Google to see your password or whatever, and somehow this is hacking or breaking like government rules or whatever, right? which this is not a legit way to hack. He even says this in his video, which I do recommend you check him out for the videos he has made, but I think he's done with YouTube from what I've seen. But to continue on, not to get off too much off topic, um, in the community guidelines, it's just searching for old videos. There's no contact between the YouTube creator and YouTube, Google themselves. It's just not like there's no compromise. It's like, oh, you got a strike. Like there's nothing to it. Just like bam, it hits you with a strike, and you're like, well, you could have just asked me to take it down, or I could have removed something, or re-edit it, or re-upload it a different way. No, it's just a strike. That's it. Boom. So that's the first big problem. Second problem here is the monetization of YouTube and the community fair use, which a lot of people are having trouble with. And this is pretty much where the fair use is for copyright claims and all this jazz, which is it's a messy situation. It's a lot more in depth than I'm going to go into here. And it's pretty much, well, you know, are you taking my video content? Are you not taking my content? And how much is fair use? And can people community strike you for that? Now, there's two things to this. One are companies, scumbag companies at that, that just go around claiming YouTube videos that they have no ownership to. And the most recent example I can give you is the damn Daniel. I know I do the accent. Thanks. I do a really good job. Huh? But no. That's the best example I can give. Is the damn Daniel video came out and people, I hate everything, got 2 community strikes or copyright strikes to this company called Merlin, which is supposedly the owner of Damn Daniel or the audio of Damn Daniel, saying there's a music file or music affiliation, right, to this video. Finds out that this company is a legit company, of a small company, of what they say, and they're going around flagging videos of Damn Daniel, trying to get the monetization, the popularity off these videos. And they retract all claims, and they've kind of disappeared off to the light because people like Drama Alert and other people have brought attention to this, such as I Hate Everything. And you have companies doing this, and this is just not for big YouTubers, it's for small YouTubers, little YouTubers, all medium YouTubers, whatever the case may be. And then 2, you have YouTubers themselves kind of using this as an advantage to kind of suppress and keep down bad negative reviews about them. I've talked about this before. This usually happens to smaller company or smaller YouTubers like myself or anybody that is considered small in their eyes. They get a copyright claim, say, you know, when they criticize a YouTuber, and then they trying to hush them and take their monetization on top of that. So the best example I can think of right off the bat for that would be the Gabby Show. The Gabby Show did a copyright claim for somebody that was critiquing her video. They're trying to suppress their, their critiques of her and how she was stealing everybody's jokes. And then all of a sudden a copyright strike came up. She lost, of course, just to keep that in mind. But she's still going around abusing the system, which is illegal and not fair use. And during that time, from when she put in the copyright claim to when the battle actually ended, she got all monetization for that video, or off that video, because it was supposedly her video. And that goes for the companies. Even if you win, the companies have collected all that monetization from when they first put in the copyright claim to when the copyright claim has finally been decided, saying, no, this is bullshit, or yes, this is actually their video. So, that being said, the last and third thing is more of a pretty much the first one, but a little bit different, is the automated system. The automated system of just the pure, simple fact that you could you can put in a claim or you can fight a claim, and it's all automated. And this is not bad. This is not something that Google is frowned upon. This is known for everywhere. Everything's automated. You go to your cable company, you go pay a bill online, you do anything pretty much when it comes to the phone or talking to people, interacting with them, people, even on computer games, you're going to get an automated response. You put it in a computer, you're banned from a computer game, you're going to go, why was I banned? And they're going to send you back general response of, hello, Summoner, we can't tell you why you got banned, but here's some rules. You did do this, and you did that, and I hope this helps you on your field of justice in the future. And you're just like, that didn't help me at all. And it's kind of like YouTube, you kind of feel left in the dark, and this is why a lot of people are frustrated. Those are the 3 main things. Now, as I said earlier, nobody's really focused on solutions on this, and I feel like this is a big problem. A lot of people are bringing attention to this, and a lot of YouTubers are bringing attention to this, but these are also the YouTubers we need to hear the community, their ideas, their solutions to these ideas. And not saying that YouTube's going around YouTubing their videos going, who hates us today? Let's see, and type in Google and say, oh, wow, all these people are very frustrated with us, and I wonder why. I'm saying this because if they do watch these videos, if they are looking at these videos and they do get noticed and feel that they're getting a lot of attention and losing a lot of business or a lot of their YouTubers, what can they do better? And nobody's really done anything but besides grade A under A, in my opinion. Now, grade A under A, the only thing he really did was, hey, the CEO of YouTube has a Twitter, tweet at her, say, this is a fucking problem, and let's get this shit on the road, right? And the CEO was like, whoa, we noticed that it was a problem, we're going to fix it. But other than that, there's really no solutions to any of the problems. And how can Google fix something that they thought wasn't broken in the first place? So you're kind of wondering, hey, what's going on? Well, the first one, like I said, I think is a tweak in its algorithm. And also, if you want to hire more staff, and this is the big thing, it comes down to money and how much you want to put in time and effort into YouTube. So, as I said earlier, the automatic system goes around, I think, on YouTube and pretty much looks for anything, if it hears anything or visualize what it can pick up, of course, from this technology that we have, showing, hey, this breaks the community guideline, and then it's going to write up a report. It's going to say, hey, you broke this community guideline. Here's this, and just put a community strike on you. Now, if you're fighting back and forth with the automatic system of, hey, this is not a community strike, or I'm going to argue this, everything's fair use here, I don't see where I broke the rule, I can see where the automatic system can do it one more time and say, hey, and this is within 48 hours. This has to be within 48 hours from when whoever the plaintiff is gets in trouble, responds to it, and within 48 hours should have a response, either if it's automatic or not. I'm saying the second time should be automatic because, let's be honest, you're not going to have enough staff. And think about how many complaints go through daily that are fought. And then if there's still a problem, if they want to keep fighting, I think the third time there should be some interaction with a human. This is important, and I think this is the biggest thing that really frustrates people and kind of shies people away from YouTube and really frustrates the YouTubers of lately. I think that if we have somebody by the third time get contact with an actual person, not give you an automatic response, and quickly have your channel back within like 4 days, 5 days tops, that's understandable. It shouldn't take you a week's time to at least get a second response. It shouldn't take you more than 2 weeks to get a second response, and it really shouldn't take you a month's time. And you really shouldn't have to go through your partnership or whatever else you're working with on YouTube to really get a response or kind of get push and shove, right? And that leads me right into my second one. These copyright claims, grade A under A, and a bunch of other people have already said this, but when it comes to these things, I think these companies should be punished. And it's just not these companies. I mean, you could do it the legal way and take it through a lawyer and all this jazz, but that's a long process. It's an expensive process, and honestly, I don't think a community lawsuit is going to do much for that one company because no company is going to be like, oh, this guy's getting sued right now. We should stop and stop stealing money, guys. Let's slow down. No, people are going to be like, fuck it. I don't care. Let's keep going because it's automatic anyway, for the most part, I think. I really don't think anybody's really going around looking at YouTube videos all day going, well, this is my video. I can detect the audio. No, it's all automatic. You have either partnerships or sponsorships that help you go through this program, and you type in keywords or key ideas, and then you kind of, whatever pops up for those keywords, a system kind of listens, and like I said, just like YouTube. So besides that, I also think YouTubers who are trying to suppress the information, which is nothing new. This is what's frustrating me. It's nothing new when it comes to this thing, but I think YouTubers should be penalized and it should go a community strike against them. Especially, like I said, the Gabby Show is a prime example. The most recent example I can give you is that if they are using it just simply, and proven that they are just using it simply just to suppress bad media or bad press against them, they should really be punished and be striked against their video. If it be age restricted on their videos, if it be loss of monetization, loss of the 15 minutes, at least some kind of source of punishment showing, hey, you can't be getting away with doing this. You stole people's money. Now we're going to take your money. Or hey, and I know sometimes these are big YouTubers and YouTube's like, well, this is our big YouTuber. We can't really use a big YouTuber like that. But you have to like show a balance. You have to show like, hey, yeah, they're a big YouTuber and they're probably making us more money than overall. But hello, like the little guy or even the big guy who's actually in the right here criticizing them, show them that hey, we do enforce the rules. We are enforcing our policies and our community guidelines, and showing that it is against the law. Yes, it's against the law to do this. So please, we're gonna slap you on the hand. If it is a little slap, it's something. It's a punishment. At least it shows that you're doing your job, and you're showing that hey, we are not liable. I'm just covering your ass both ways here on YouTube because this is honestly long term, you could actually argue that with the platform that you're given, YouTube did not punish or state anything. Besides the rules and regulations, you were never punished or ever talked to, or whatever you want to say, informed that you were breaking any laws or rules, so you could actually sue YouTube for saying, hey, this is defamation and you have rules and regulations here. Why don't you uphold them? Or vice versa, I guess. You could go either way, right? So then, moving to the last one, automatic responses. Pretty much goes with the first one. Automated responses, you really need somebody there. If it be a staff, why can't people just staff go through YouTube videos? Why does it always have to be an automatic system in the first place? I know this is time and money and this is effort, and do you really want to pay, like I said, is somebody going to really pay you to watch YouTube videos all day and say, hey, does this break the rules? Hey, this is that. But it's just not watching YouTube videos. I think it's much more than that. I think it's somebody, an actual community staff that goes around and checking out, hey, is this bad? Is this good? Are these claims correct? Why can't there be a staff of like 200 people? Why can't there not even 200 people? Why can't there be a staff of 50 people that do an 8-hour job like a normal person, go through all the emails and just sift through them and figure it out that day? And that would clear half of the time that it takes for an automatic system to get back to you. And then, not on top of that, but you're actually getting clear responses. You're actually communicating with somebody with YouTube. They feel like they are connected. That's the biggest thing, is that a lot of people lose their channel for whatever reason and they tweet about it or they YouTube about it and they're like, my channel's gone for whatever reason. I'm not too sure what I did. And then 5 days later or a week later, all of a sudden, after several emails to YouTube, hey, the channel's back up, everything's okay, no big deal. We made a mistake. Just kidding. I don't want you to look at me. Like, what the fuck is going on, YouTube? Where's the fair use? And I think YouTube is in a spot right now where it really needs reform and change, and I think the YouTubers are the ones that should give it to it, because the YouTube community, the CEO, has stated that, hey, they made these community guidelines, they made these rules and regulations for the smaller YouTubers to have everybody, to have a fair chance versus everybody. If you're big, small, medium YouTuber, at least you have a say, at least you have power within YouTube. And I feel like some people abuse that power and should be taken away and punished for that. And some people I don't think are listened to and don't have any power when it comes to these community guidelines or the fair use of YouTube. So that is it for this video. I will be making more videos, I promise. Thank you all for sticking around. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button after this lovely clip here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.